the thin coat that's reflecting sunlight and everything, make sure it's not just light bounce that they're reflecting, but it's heat. And can they qualify that IR, and is it cool underneath? The other one is when you touch it, is it cool? Always cool? 2 years from now, is it cool? Not when you just do it, but later, is it still cool? Qualify these coatings. Okay, this is J.E. with SPI, and in the CUI category, we've got to kind of come to an understanding. I was on a conference call not too long ago with some major oil and gas groups that were trying to get to a standard for CUI problems and things like this. There was someone from overseas on the call, and she said, look, you don't have 30 years worth of history to prove that it can block and stop CUI. And we've got, and so I asked, I said, do you have it wrapped with a jacket around it and all this? Yes. You can't see anything. You can see the pretty jacketing, but you can't see what's going underneath it. I've been into the petrol plants when they had it about 6 months and they took the jacketing off and the stuff's just hanging off the pipe. Well, what good is that? It got wet, it got moisture in it, it's hanging, it's corroding the pipe, and they can't see it. And if it's 30 years old, it had to have a lot of work on it 10 years prior to it being put on, so now it's about 40-year-old technology. Is that what you want? 40-year technology? Or would you rather have a true insulation coating that's sprayed on, and if there's a problem, you're going to see the bleed through immediately. If you have a breakthrough, you're going to see it immediately because it's right there, I can see it. You're not covering it up with this jacketing that looks nice until you take it off and there's nothing left. And you're waiting 30 years to figure this out. No, we're going to see what's going on immediately so that you can do something about it immediately. If there's a crack or there's something broke or something like this, you can save it. And also, the coating should be made, which we do at SPI, with resin systems that lock on, that block the moisture and the air from getting to that, and chemicals that's going to create corrosion to start with. We're not using air as insulation, which is what your wraps and things do. And I don't care if they've said that they're now water resistant. Air carries moisture to that pipe, and it's air pockets that's doing the insulation. So let's just get past that. And it's getting to it, it's corroding it. I don't care if the insulation, well, it can't get wet. The air is carrying the moisture to the pipe, and it's getting wet, and it's still corroding, and you got CUI. But a coating made the right way is going to insulate, and it's going to seal over that surface of that pipe where it can't breathe the air and moisture, and you do not have the ingredients for corrosion. So that's the CUI part of this that kind of goes hand in hand in a properly made insulation coating, not employee protection. Insulation holds the heat on the pipe so that you get your heat going from A to B instead of losing a lot of it on the way. No, I want to get that same temperature from A to B if I can with a true insulation coating using the right ingredients, ceramic compounds. And like I've said before, we've gone through 4,000 in 34 years. We know trial and error which ones work and which ones don't. And I doubt you're going to find any companies out there that's had somebody working on it for 34 years individually, compound by compound, to figure out which ones really work. They're not there. I'm there, they're not there. And I want to make that point very clear. You must know your compounds, you must know what you're doing before you can go out there and start claiming you got some kind of an insulation coating. Just want to make that point. Thank you.